Hey, we're gonna do an intro to all of my new equipment that I purchased for my director studio. So I want to go ahead and show you around. All right, as we all know, I had 3 cameras before, and now I have 5. So there's something different about these that I wanted to show you, and that is each one of these is on a gimbal. And this is a gimbal that's a 2025 version. It's called a Scorp 3. And this one goes to this one right here. So we have all the abilities to move it without being near it. And each one of these, also the handles detach. And you can also press record on it, and it's got a screen and you can move around. And it also puts it in motion tracking mode, so the gimbal has a camera on it, so it'll actually follow the person around in case you're not wanting to actually use even the remote. So you also can stand in front of the gimbal and use hand gestures so that it knows it needs to go into motion tracking. Yeah. So another thing that I have is that I thought would be really useful is a tower. Now, this can stretch to 25 feet, and that used to have a painter's rod on it, but I put an adapter so that I can put a camera on it. And this is my OBSBot, and it too has a remote. So if you ever want to just set something really far away from the entire scene and have it be like in the ground, I actually bought a shovel too. And you just basically walk away from it, and you can have it Bluetooth to your phone so you know what it's viewing, and then you just kind of set it wherever you want and then go about the rest, whatever it is you're doing. And it's a fail-safe clip that you can add to any music video or scene of any kind. And of course, you all know about the drones, so there's that too. Well, these are the newer photography lighting or videography lighting that I wanted to show you now. These are the nicest I could find, and essentially, you know, powered on, and it's got a bunch of different modes to it. Obviously, I need to do this one, but let's see. Yeah. And there's different things you can do, like make it flicker. You can turn this into a yellow light, just like this one. They're both the same light, but have a different attachment piece to it. And then just as maybe just in case, I ended up getting 2 more. Yeah. Now these are especially important if your camera needs to be able to see and focus. There's a lot of trouble that a lot of photographers and videographers run into where they need to use their focus ability and aperture and zoom in and zoom outs and focus on the right person. So you can always, so having lighting helps detect the person, and then you can always, in post editing, you can always dull the lighting down, but you can't necessarily, while the camera is recording, you can't very easily just make the room bright. So it'll tape what it tapes, but you can always draw the lights down in post editing. So essentially, I think that brings us to these 2 guys. Now, these were originally RC cars that I removed the top that had a tank piece that was firing off water and shit. And basically used a hot iron, a soldering iron, and I dug a hole in the center and then dropped a gimbal. And then it basically has the gimbal in place of where the tank top used to be. and then it has now full range of control. So give you an idea about what it is I'm talking about. And then you can see this one over here. Or can you? And also, and it has a slow mode too. That was in slow mode. So this is slow mode, and then this is fast mode. And it even can go diagonal. Oh. I'm going to go straight, and then I'm going to go to the side. Pretty cool, huh? So the last thing I wanted to show you was obviously you know that I was able to get all of this hooked to here so that I can use DaVinci Resolve and use, I have also a generator with 3 60-foot extension cords. So if there ever isn't any plugs nearby, and if I run out of power for any reason, now obviously you saw the power bank. I have 4 more of those to go on all of the other tripods. So that would plug in all the adapter pieces for all of the phones, and also any lighting problems that I might need, there's always the generator. So you just hook up the extension cord to the generator, plug anything you need into those. These are for all the gimbals, those are for all the cameras. And the last thing I was going to show you is my new computer. So Best Buy did a wonderful job. Did seem like it was somewhat of a task. So if you're thinking to do it, just forewarning, they told me to tell you to make a special mention of laptops are a lot more difficult than desktops. So now I told you. All right, so what is it that I have here? Now this 32 right here is actually VRAM. And this is my actual RAM. So this is just strictly the graphics card. That used to say 8. And then the other thing is my actual graphics card. Now this has a clear side on the other side. It's see-through, so you can see all the paneling and stuff. But I didn't like looking at it every day. It was weird. So this is essentially what's inside my computer, though. This is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090. And it's fast, really fast. I also got a new monitor. So essentially, the full setup is here for writing a song on, let's see, Vocaloid, obviously. And then bringing it over and doing some music. Oh, I forgot you. So this is brand new. Let's see. How do I turn it on? Update now, remind me later. Yeah, so it's booting up, but let me turn this on. Okay. I think somewhere it got unplugged when I was plugging in my computer. But anyways, this is to help with making more background music. So this will, add reverb and stuff, and basically add tons more options. It's kind of like an extension of what we were doing here, but its only job is to do that. And so it was really, really nice to add. And then, so you got what we were doing and talking about before, and then goes over to my television set immediately. Yeah, so you write a song, then you add the background music, and then you find a girl or a guy or whatever, whoever pays you, and then you go out on a video shoot, and then you bring all the footage back here from all your cameras and all your memory cards, and then you bring it into DaVinci Resolve, and you do editing, and then you make a video. So that's what I was going for, the entire setup, in case you ran into somebody that was like really talented and she just doesn't know anybody that has all the right equipment. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed everything. Happy holidays.